Hey, what's up, parents? Thank you so much for joining us for the fall 2022 parent update. Thank you so much for doing the hardest job on the planet, raising your teenager. It's an exciting time because summer is almost over, and as a youth pastor, I could not be more thrilled to get into the fall season. So let's talk about things that are coming up. First, I want to address all of our new parents. Maybe you've got an incoming sixth grader, or maybe you've been attending the Woods for a while, but you haven't quite got your student connected to youth ministry. Well, now is the perfect time. And we are going to have a live in-person informational meeting on September 21st after the 11 o'clock service. So that's Sunday morning at our Warren campus. After service, and we're going to go over vision, what to expect, how to communicate, fundraising, events, calendar, the way to communicate, and the things we want your student to grow in as we partner with you. So hopefully you'll mark that on the calendar. If you know somebody who has a teenager and they're wanting to get them connected, share this video, tag them in it, and make sure they have that on their calendar. Let's talk about the events coming up. We are currently in a season where we have this past Wednesday and the upcoming Wednesday off. There is no midweek service. We're doing that so that you can have time with your family to reset as we go into the fall calendar. We know there's back to school meetings and all kind of things to prep for. We also need to prep, and so we are hard at work and making sure this fall is going to be an amazing one for your students. So the next time we gather officially will be our September Afterglow. All church prayer, which is usually the first Sunday of the month, will be the second Sunday due to the Labor Day weekend. And so September 11th, after service, we are going to savor the last little bit of summer and outdoor recreation we can. And so we'll be heading to the Knits home, which is just down the street from the church, and we'll have a pool party, bonfire, and so we're going to be hanging out afterwards. Now, you may be asking, can my sixth grader come to that? Not quite yet. The first event, official event of the fall, and for your sixth grader and for the rest of the students is September 14th. That is our first of the year kickoff. And so September 14th, Wednesday, we are going to be in full swing, full gear. Our worship band's ready to go. Our group leaders are ready to go. And so that is the time, if you're a new person, to get connected, because we will be completely ready for you. We're going to have a blast. Our doors open at 6:30. Prayer starts at 6 o'clock if you want to come pray with us. But doors for the rest will open up at 6:30. We'll hang out till 7 o'clock where we'll start service. We'll have groups later in the evening. And then this is what's going to be called a late night. So we're going to be open, doors open till 9:30. And we've got all kind of games, prizes, and fun to be had. And really that's the time to connect. The following week is our next midweek. We're going to be continuing every single Wednesday until Christmas time. And so we're excited about those as well. One thing I want to talk to you about is youth leadership. One of the most important things in missions as a youth department is we want to raise up leaders. We don't want to just entertain kids so that they have something to do. We want to challenge them so they grow and so that they're making an impact in their world. And so every semester we have a leadership group that is available to them to join. Now, there are some requirements. You got to show up on Sunday mornings regularly. You got to show up on midweeks regularly. You have to have your grades up, and you have to be in a good relationship with one of our group leaders. But if your student has a heart to grow, this is for them. You can find more information in the links below, and we've got an awesome planned for this year. We are going to be breaking students into different teams. There's a communicators team. We want to raise up and teach kids how to preach, how to teach, how to speak in front of a group. And so students that feel called to use those gifts, we're going to work with and make sure they have an opportunity to be in front of their peers leading on the stage this fall. We also have a care team, so we're going to have students that are looking after people and the needs of the family of God in our ministry, as well as caring for visitors and new people reaching out to them. And then we're going to have a social media team, which will be in charge of making sure we have content to connect to throughout the week. So students are going to be involved in ministry, but we are also going to teach them to grow as a leader. We go through different leadership development and principles each and every week that they can use outside of church. This is valuable to them. With whatever they do in their lives, these students are going to be a step ahead of all the other ones around them because we're training them to be leaders. We're going to have them grow in spiritually through discipleship and times of prayer and studying God's word. And then we're also going to be doing a special study on Christian sexuality. I know that sounds like weird, but that's just the problem. We don't talk about that at all in the church, or not enough, and it's in their faces every day. It's one of the most pressing questions that they face about this Christian ethic, and what do we do with that? So we're training this next group of leaders to think biblically and how to answer the questions of the culture that are happening and surrounding them today. So I couldn't be more excited. I know there are some of you already registered. We start on September 25th, and that's every other Sunday. So we've got about 6 meetings in the fall, and then we'll reset and do that again in the winter, spring calendar. So I know that's a lot. We've got youth leadership. We have got midweeks coming up September 14th. And then just so you're aware, winter retreat, save the date. It is looking like it's going to be New Year's Eve weekend this year. So wanted to give you a heads up on that. More details about fundraisers and how to get signed up for that in our next video coming to you in October. That's all I've got for you for now. Thank you again so much for partnering with us. As you go, may you passionately pursue God, and may you relentlessly reveal Jesus to your teenager.